Professional.
Also,
Also,
do I
why have you got the Monopoly screen? Oh, just leave it black. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Brozones? Welcome to the Ozone. Everyone knows my catchphrase now.
Dude, imagine having a catchphrase.
Mm-hmm. So, how's everyone doing? We've got it's the same thing as last week. We've got a live chat in the Discord. We've got a live chat on YouTube. This time we've got a few polls going as well, and today we're going to be centering our theories more around Gregory as a character, because Gregory is very fascinating, as a lot of people here may or may not know. Yeah, how are you guys?
Good.
_.
Good. I've been dude. Have you checked out my website lately? It's beautiful.
Is it? I
It
actually
is. Dude, go check it out. It's amazing.
I should put a link in the description, but
Yeah, you should. It's so useful, I'd say. I know you use it. Don't you?
I've used a lot of your resources before.
Sweet.
They're very
That's
helpful.
good. That's the point, to kind of make it easier to make content, I guess.
Yeah, Underscore has a whole freaking what are they?
Google Drive folders, but also
Renders.
just the website.
Yeah, you have a lot of renders.
And it's not even just the
of different
renders.
characters.
It's there's a lot of stuff that I threw in there after the renders. Like a ton of FNAF AR assets, like a ton of audio, I think. Yeah, it's looking pretty epic.
Very
It would
cool.
take ages to put every FNAF related resource in there, but there's a lot of good stuff right now.
I mean, you got a lot already. So.
Oh yeah. The renders are my favorite part, definitely.
And let's not forget to say thank you to Psychic as well, because Psychic is the person that makes all of this happen.
So is he
I go
streaming it
through-
to your channel?
Yes, I go through difficult times with a MacBook trying to YouTube.
Yeah. MacBook.
But thankfully we've got Psychic to help us out. So, and go subscribe to Psychic as well in the description. Anyway, can we get a preview of Afton the musical? Yeah, I'm making a musical, but no.
A musical about Afton?
Yeah. It's a parody of Hamilton.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty good. You haven't heard any of it. How do you know it's great? Oh yeah. It's not law. Okay. All right, sure. Oh. I was in bed for 3 days.
I was fine.
Thank you very much. Yeah, today we're going to try and kind of stick to the Gregory theories, I think. Yeah. Hashtag thank you psychic. Yeah, everyone spam hashtag thank you psychic in chat. Okay, what's up, Agony Remnant Trap? How's it going? Yeah, so I think we should get started. How about you guys? Okay, so I have made a few polls. Well, I say a few, but they're all the same question, and it is whether or not Gregory is a robot. And this was kind of I wouldn't say it was made by MatPat, but it was definitely brought a lot of attention was brought to this theory because of MatPat. He brought a lot of light to it. And in the Discord, let me just have a look. We have kind of a 2/3, 1/3 ratio, I'd say, for Gregory being a human. And in YouTube, we have 45 votes, and 44% say that Gregory is a robot, which is kind of a lot, actually. I didn't think that was going to be so high. I remember doing one of these polls as well. I think it was a few weeks ago, asking the exact same question, and the yes was, I believe, less than 30%. So it seems like MatPat's theories are kind of doing some kind of, they're doing something to the community. What do you guys think about? What side are you guys on?
On, like, you first.
Okay.
The first video was a bit stretchy, but the second one was so good. Also just so entertaining, in all honesty. It was such a good video. I love that one. Yeah. First one was stretchy with, like, the bullies being, like, some of the souls.
Yeah.
But, like, most of the general stuff is pretty good.
Whether you agree with it or not, I think MatPat's second video had a lot of very good points, and it was very well thought out.
Yes.
Maybe the first video wasn't as, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of a bit rushed because of the whole, security breach is out, we got to get a theory out. But yeah, I think, yeah, we're starting to get there, I think.
Yeah.
For me, I don't want to believe Gregory bot. I don't think anybody does, because we all want Gregory to be a new character. We don't want Crying Child to come back or whatever. But I see the evidence for it, and I want to hear both sides of the argument. So this is why we've brought all of you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can make like a debate kind of thing. So yeah.
Throw out evidence for either side to see who sides with what.
So, would anybody in the audience like to request to put their hand up, or request to come to the stage and say a little bit about what they believe and maybe a little bit of evidence with it? I think we're gonna start off this conversation just simple. We don't want things to get too heated, so that's why we're kind of doing it very structured.
Yeah. The game timeline. Dude, I'd say absolutely. By now, it showed up so much.
And at this point, we're still in a kind of weird place where we don't know whether like the books are canon, or like some of the stories are in the games, you know. It's kind of a weird crossover at the moment. We don't really know which way to go with it. Does anyone in chat wanna come up and say anything?
Dude, I know someone who would totally love to come up and say something. But I don't have mod permissions. Where'd my mod permissions go? Ozone, where'd my mod go?
Where'd my mod go?
Yeah, the raise hand, you can't raise your hand in this chat.
Oh, allow a request from everyone, sorry. Yeah. I think okay. We've got FNAF sister location Stan with the first hand up. I think it's only fair that we let them in first.
Alright.
This is Slow Sandwich Maker from the first stream.
Ah.
Okay. Hello,
hi guys.
Sandwich.
I have a nosebleed right now, so I'm gonna try and make this quick.
Oh. You can go get a tissue if you want.
No, I have a tissue.
Okay.
But anyway. So when it comes to Gregory Human, the biggest piece of evidence that the biggest piece of evidence I actually have against Gregory Bot is simply the fact that if Gregory was the reincarnation of the crying child and was created back in FNAF 4, like after the Night 6 cutscene, then why the heck is he all of a sudden homeless? If you really think about it, when the Afton family branched off, maybe they would put like the robot crying child in, you know, the underground sister location, but all of a sudden after like 80 years he just comes back to the surface. It doesn't really make sense timeline wise.
Okay, and this is assuming that Gregory is also crying child.
Yes.
Yes, because the theories go quite hand in hand, I believe.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
That's the biggest piece of evidence, but also you know, the whole illusion disc thing, I think is kind of confirmed at this point because of the whole ending. I don't remember which ending it was, but it was the ending where Vanny shows that she had the illusion disc in her hand at all times. So it would also make sense why, if she was to use that, then it would both have a reaction to both humans and robots, which would make sense why Freddy isn't able to see Vanny, because, you know, the illusion discs have appeared to work on both humans and robots, as we've seen from both the books and the games. And when it comes to the question of if they are canon in the games, we have seen them in sister locations, so I think that is like 100% confirmed at this point.
Real quick, I would just like to apologize to the stream. I had my mic muted, so the stream couldn't hear me. So I'm sorry for the confusion.
Oh no.
It's all good now. It's all good now. It's all good. I didn't say anything important.
Did you say that Vanny had a illusion disc in her hand?
Or what? I don't remember where it was, but I know it's in one of the endings.
I don't remember that.
It was either in the fire ending or in the it's not in the Save Vanny ending. It's in one of the endings.
Excuse me, I'll look, but I don't remember that.
I also don't recall, but
I'll take a look though.
I see your point.
I'll see if I can get the image and then post it in live chat.
All right, yeah, that'd be great.
I just had a thought. It probably isn't wrong for many reasons, but I'll throw it out there. Is it possible that Vanny is like Glamrock body with an illusion disc?
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
So correction, Vanny doesn't hold it, but Gregory somehow finds an illusion disc that Vanny was possessing, I believe in the fire ending.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait Huh. That is indeed a chip, actually. Yeah, I'm watching a video on all the endings.
Can you screenshot?
I'm looking. I don't see it yet, but I see what he posted, and I'll try to find which ending it's actually from.
Oh. Are we
See
sure?
that chip?
Is that not from freaking?
No, that looks like a screenshot from one. That's straight. Okay,
I thought that was from one of the.
That's straight up a
graphic
screenshot
novels.
from the graphic novels.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It looked so much like the comics from the endings. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We've all done.
It's okay.
You're right. That is an illusion disc. It's just not in the games.
Look, it looks so much like one of the comic strips from the endings.
It actually does.
It does.
No worries.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, I still think the illusion disc Vanny would make sense because without an illusion disc, she has hacked all of the animatronics, but apparently Glamrock, she's hacked all the animatronics to not be able to see her, but she hasn't hacked Glamrock Freddy, and yet, as we see after the whole daycare sequence, Glamrock Freddy still can't see her. Which, yeah, so that could once again be further confirming that the illusion disc was messing with his circuit, like, or what am I trying to say?
With his processing.
Yeah, you also have the fact that in the fire ending, Freddy says Vanny, I can now see you. I have new eyes, and yet Roxy can't actually see Vanny. So,
Well, I mean, we don't know that because it's not like
odds are Roxy can because of the eye thing, you know.
well, we never get confirmation, but because Vanny has kind of hacked Roxy, I think that it's at like I think that's probably why she doesn't know about Vanny or hasn't really seen her.
Or maybe just doesn't care because all the animatronics are not aggressive towards her. She's got control.
That is true. It's just, I think that it would be implied that Roxy would have seen her at this point, but now that Freddy has not been hacked and has the software to be able to see Vanny, now that he can see through the illusion disc, I think now that's why Freddy is the only animatronic that can actually see Vanny at this point.
Because he both has the tech and is not hacked. So the ones that even if they have the tech, if they're hacked, they can't see her.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright. Makes sense.
Yeah. There's also the evidence going for... Oh my gosh, I forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Let me just recall what I was trying to say really quick.
No worries. Have we got anybody in the stage who believes Greg Robot or Gregbot? I sound like a boomer there. Because it would be cool to get someone to kind of like.
Oh yeah, I remember what I remember what I wanted to say. So the whole bleeding, like the whole thing that MatPat points out about the whole bleeding situation. The animatronics in the book, or at least the robot humans in the books, can bleed, but it is not real blood. And if it is real blood, I mean, if it is fake blood, then Glamrock Freddy would not be able to detect it. I don't think he would.
Well, I mean, we don't know that. Also, I feel like that's it could also be like there could be an argument for like, oh, Steelbolt didn't know about that.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, yeah, we also have to look at it from who is creating the game.
Yeah, which is Steelbolt.
Okay, yeah. The thing I do find strange about all of this is like the relationship between Glamrock Freddy and Gregory, because I feel like if Gregory was truly a robot, there would be a lot of different kind of conversations going on, right? I feel like Glamrock Freddy would know about that. That's kind of a big point that I feel like goes against all of that. What was I gonna say?
There's also you have the whole thing about, yeah, he says he's bleeding, but also MatPat points out that they can also feel hungry, and how that's also a thing that comes up in the books. But let's be honest, they don't actually feel those emotions. They're programmed to feel those emotions because Henry has programmed them to actually have human emotions.
I totally reread the Fourth Closet graphic novel, and yeah, basically Charlie is just fully, emotions, blood, healing. She's basically a hyper-realistic humanoid.
I also skimmed. I also quote unquote read the graphic novels, and by that I mean I skimmed them very quickly in like 20 minutes.
It's like Sylvester from the Puppet Carver. Like it's a puppet, but it gets the sense of fear. Somebody else talk over me, please.
Someone.
Okay. No,
okay.
Gonna talk over.
Hey, this is why we have background music, because it actually drowns out the quietness.
Yeah, someone who has emotions, but it doesn't actually. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Should we get someone else in here as well?
Sure.
I'm gonna dismiss everyone's request, and then if anybody new wants to come up, then just be lined up now.
Dude, you should totally get Cuban up here.
Yeah.
If Cuban wants to come up here, then he can put his hand up. Oh, okay.
Although
he's put his hand up.
I will say another evidence that I have experienced that I actually sort of can understand with Gregbot. I'm not fully Greg Human, I just lean towards that way. But with Gregbot, there's also a piece of evidence that when he falls down to the sewers, he isn't even harmed at all.
Yeah,
because
he can
when-
really take like a beating, I guess.
Yeah, and also in the stage, if you press the button and then jump right out, and then it goes all the way down, you can just fall right down and you're perfectly fine. So that could be an opposing piece of evidence.
So
Game
also,
design?
you know those the collectibles that you get that make you speed up.
The
They're kind of-
Busy Pass.
They're kind
the
of
four
very
sodas,
weird.
the four sodas, the hoodie, and the shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sodas are really weird because they're like, it's almost like a robotic upgrade.
It kind
I might
of
be
is.
stretching there. I might be
Yeah,
stretching.
but you could just drink the soda.
Yeah, but then you also have to think of the whole game. You need to think of the whole game development. I think that's just a way Steel will put it in so you could have extra stamina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that has to, yeah. Not everything is gonna have meaning behind it, like all of Scott Cawthon's games.
And not everything in Scott Cawthon's games had meaning.
No, think about what
Exactly.
Think about what Mr. Hippo said.
I've heard
Yeah,
some.
I made a song about Mr. Hippo.
I've heard some people say that the whole idea that Scott doesn't do coincidence is like the worst thing that happened to the FNAF fandom.
That is true. He does do coincidences a lot.
Of course he does.
But he did that. But here's the difference. He didn't do coincidences on accident. He did them on purpose.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That doesn't make it a coincidence. That just makes it intentional. A coincidence is when something matches by accident.
Yeah, I woke up an hour ago.
Hi, Cuban.
I woke up an hour ago. I'm tired. Okay.
All right, so Cuban, where do you stand on all of this?
I'm 50-50 split. Okay? Because on one hand, it makes sense narrative-wise, but also the detail about how Gregory is able to see Vanny, yet Glamrock Freddy can't until the upgrade. And
Well, sorry.
and how Glamrock Chica knows Gregory's name despite not being in the database.
Well, that once
That
again
didn't-
could be Vanny just hacking Glamrock Chica because
It could
Vanny
also be
knows-
Steelwool messing up.
if the theory, which I 100% believe it, that Vanny and Vanessa are the same person,
Yeah,
then Vanessa knows Gregory's name.
yeah.
So it would make sense why Vanny would be able to hack Glamrock Chica to know Gregory's
So
name.
hang on. So you're saying that Vanny just kind of
Yeah, but
Vanny-
weren't they hacked way prior? The
You're
animatronics. were
you're
hacked prior.
saying that Vanny hacked Glamrock Chica to say, "Oh, this is Gregory."
Yeah.
Like,
If you okay, I can
guess.
actually get you. I can get you evidence on when basically the Pizzaplex's like software got corrupted. It's in the discs. I know it. Let me find that. I'll just tell
The
you when.
CDs.
Yeah, it's in the CDs. I think the entire Pizzaplex server gets corrupted. I think
It was
that's
after
in the
like
CD somewhere.
CD12. It was
I'll
in like
look it up.
CD12, I think.
Security breach discs. I totally need to find all of the CD audio. I have like 5 of them, but I still have a ton of audio to sort through.
I don't think I have any of the CDs.
I can
also
send
have-
you the
I
audio,
also
but
have
like
evidence
stuff-
for the whole
thing on my
Vanessa
desktop.
Elizabeth theory, but I'm not going to bring that up right now.
I think Vanessa Elizabeth theory is pretty good.
After re-listening to the tapes with that in mind, I'm a lot more convinced with that theory.
okay.
The one thing that's keeping me from fully believing that Gregory is a robot is that he doesn't recognize Afton.
That is true.
What
He's
is that
like,
thing?
Wait, what is that thing? Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize Afton.
Well, why would that?
I mean,
I mean, it still could technically work. It just means that Afton didn't build him. It could have been Michael.
Also, it would also sort of disprove the whole FNAF 6 is Fredbear's Family Diner theory, because
How?
if Gregory was a robot, then if he went down to FNAF 6, he would be like, hey, I remember this place. This is where I died.
okay. First of all, I want to just say, like, I think the two theories that Gregory is a robot and Gregory is Crying Child are separate theories. they do go hand in hand. And yes, I do believe that if you believe Gregory is the robot, then you're likely to believe that he's a crying child as well. But I do think that the theories are separate. That's something I think we should kind of clear up there.
Right. I just think that if Gregory is a robot, then he's also the crying child, because one of the pieces of evidence is the FNAF 4 Night 6 cutscene about how either the puppet or, as MatPat puts it, Michael Afton, which I definitely don't believe, says,
Yeah,
I
don't
will
think
put
it's
you back
Michael.
together.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like when everyone was first reading it, I don't think anyone noticed that the text color changed, so they could have just assumed that the older brother was talking.
I actually,
But I still believe that it's the puppet.
I never really believed that there's anybody any spirit in there.
Is
What are
either
we talking
Charlie or
What are we
just
talking about?
something else entirely, like a T'Pol or something?
If
Or
there's
Cassidy,
a what
if
in
you
what?
believe MCI 1983, which I
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Cuban, what are we talking about? What's the idea?
Ozone's like, yeah, I'm a
What's the
1983 stan.
No.
What was the question? I missed it.
We're talking about Fredbear plush.
Fredbear plush. It's
We
were
totally,
talking
it's
about-
totally
If-
Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm not 100% convinced on that.
All right. Also,
Let's go back to
CD14.
Gregory.
For a
Yeah.
second, in CD14, it sounds like Vanessa is hacking into the Pizzaplex's like servers and stuff, but not like one big hack, like hacking in here and there, like individually.
Yeah.
Perhaps for preparing to insert Glitch Trap into the entire Pizzaplex's systems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, another thing, because I know this is probably like a stretch, and because I personally believe the whole Vanessa Elizabeth theory now, if Vanessa was being possessed by Elizabeth and Glitchtrap, don't you think that if Gregory was Crying Child reincarnated robot, that she would recognize Gregory as like a sister or one of the Aftons? I mean, not a sister.
I agree with that,
brother.
and that's what I mean with the whole Glamour Freddy thing as well. Because if Glamour Freddy is supposedly Michael, then it doesn't really.
Then Glamrock
work, because-
Freddy would recognize him. Yeah.
Well, you also
Exactly.
have to remember upon possessing an animatronic, the memories of whoever's possessing it fades away with time,
True.
Yeah.
and that's very apparent in the novels and with the MCI kids.
It's
They
just-
tend to forget.
They're
then
very
it's-
disoriented in their spiritual kind of form.
Did Crying Child just forget about Michael killing him then?
Perhaps.
Well,
Yeah.
you
Well,
see,
that depends on whether or not you believe his spirit inhabits the robot.
if you think that the Crying Child is in the logbook, which he probably definitely is, then
Yeah.
something's
Wait, are you gonna
clearly
bring up-
wrong with his.
you
I'm
gonna
saying
bring-
something's
oh.
clearly wrong with his memories because you're having spirits talking to each other,
Right.
confused, asking questions, reminding each other, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do,
I
like,
know-
do you remember this? Do you remember that?
I know I'm sort of Gregory bot believer, but I actually do have a piece of evidence that could suggest Afton Gregory bot. In the logbook, Cassidy constantly says, "What do you remember and do you remember your name?" And then in Security Breach, one of the first lines we get from Gregory is how he stutters his name. He doesn't know his name.
Do you? Okay. Do you remember your name?
That's a piece of evidence that I thought of a little while ago when I first watched his theory, but
Imagine we search through the logbook and find the name Gregory.
Oh my gosh.
Gregory
Nah.
is the answer to the
Imagine.
Foxy Grid.
Yeah,
Foxy
have we
Grid answer.
figured out the Foxy Grid ever?
Or it's
No,
a red
we have
herring,
not.
and we don't know.
It's-
I don't know if it would.
I don't
ever.
think it's Evan.
I don't either.
I
Do-
don't.
But do you trust Evan as a stand-in name for the Crying Child?
At this point, I just
No, I
headcanon
don't.
his name.
What's
It's
I
a
would
good.
call
It's
him-
it's a better headcanon
I mean-
name than Chris.
After the musical, Crying Child is Evan. Please don't hate me.
It's a better
Okay,
headcanon than Chris.
that's
I'd
fine.
rather people be calling him Evan than Chris.
I just still call
True.
him Crying Child as canon.
Yeah. Because
Right,
people will
no,
get
no,
mad at
no.
you if you say Evan, probably.
Or
'Cause
Chris.
it's
Let's
unconfirmed.
swiftly move back. So let's assume that Gregory is a robot. Okay, Gregory is a robot. Gregory is crying child. Whatever you believe.
Mhm.
Then why does Gregory exist? Who built Gregory? What was his purpose? Talk to me.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why.
In the turn. Okay, you go ahead.
I'm just saying, the reason why I believe Greg human more is because there really is no evidence to support why Gregory was built or
Yes.
why he's just nowhere. Like he just shows up out of nowhere.
And the reason why I'm reluctant on these theories is because they are theories, but they don't really have a complex storyline behind them. And I don't know if that's
Yeah.
Steele's fault or if it's like the theorizers' fault. But like none of these have good narratives. Like if Vanessa is Elizabeth, then how the hell does that work?
Yeah, like how did she survive the fire of FNAF 6?
Exactly.
No, I think everyone survived the fire in FNAF 6. which is-
No. No,
Pretty
I
much.
don't think that. I don't think that. Especially with the MCI kids, I think their story ended.
well, yeah.
Definitely not everyone, but perhaps the
Yeah.
kind of agony made that freaking blob thing.
Pretty much.
Charlie's gone. The MCI kids are gone.
Charlie has
Well-
absolutely passed away, and
Not
Elizabeth.
Not necessarily. I know this is off topic, but you know how MatPat pointed out that every single character in the Blob's eyes are red except for the puppet and for Baby.
Elizabeth. Yeah, I was
Well, you
about to
also-
mention.
Well, you also have to remember that it's literally just a mask. There's nothing behind it. It's just a mask. You're not going to see eyes behind a mask.
That's
Yeah,
what the
that's
mask
good.
That's what the mask is.
That's what the.
The- I
But
think
yeah,
that
there's no
We're
eyes
children.
behind it because
I'm 20.
the way it is.
if you really want to trust, and I know a lot of people don't yet, if you really want to trust the Stitch Wraith, then Charlotte's spirit being heavily tied to the mask specifically is a big part of that. And then seeing the tear streams gone and no eyes lighting up really suggests that she's probably moved on somewhat,
Yeah.
at least from the mask. But
Well, yeah, the MCI kids
Anyway.
were freed. That's
Fucking
basically her.
waffles.
That was basically her
But-
job.
but
Yeah.
has Happiest Day happened yet?
Nope, I don't think so.
There's
I
no
think
way. Especially
Because
considering
Bite
Cassidy.
Victims-
Actually,
because
no. I
Bite
think it.
Victims,
I was
look,
just gonna say,
think-
especially because Cassidy's still in the games.
that and Bite.
I'm not
Victims.
gonna lie. Actually, I think Happiest Day. If the theory that Cassidy is like her spirit is just gone, I think Happiest Day happens after FNAF 6. After all the burning, the puppet fades away and all the 5 kids fade away.
I
And
feel
that-
like Cassidy's probably the fifth that's in Happiest Day, and since she's in the arcade games, there's no way she's done yet. There's no way
Question.
Happiest Day has happened yet.
If the 5 kids are gone and Charlotte is gone, then who is possessing the blob?
Maybe,
Juven, you want to go at it? I think we have an idea.
It's either just pure agony because
think
agony can make like flesh. It's weird. FNAF has gotten weird over the years, but like
That's
they
the
have, like,
understatement of the
tentacles like
century.
Eleanor does.
Like, yeah, we like to really call back to the Stitch Wraith. I'm sorry, but Agony appears
No,
to
don't be.
generate like black tentacles, and that's almost exactly what the blob is made of.
I just, I genuinely
wait.
think at this point, that it's just the remaining remnant of Molten Freddy that didn't get burned away in the fire of FNAF 6. Because as we've seen in the whole Afton boss fight, Remnant does not burn. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like the blueprints were completely lying to us on purpose.
A perfect
No.
72 degrees.
I wouldn't say. Okay.
What?
I would like to point out what's his name? Indie Zach in chat. Very good theory. He says that Gregory is Electrobab.
No.
For God's sake.
I think there's some merit to that.
I have no comment.
Okay, no comment. Dude,
They look
Electro
similar.
bad. The frick.
But I'm not really. I completely forgot. We were just going off tangent. It went from Gregory to the Fredbear plush,
There's
back
also-
to Gregory.
Okay, I know that
But
this is
then
kind of
into
an
the Blob.
observation. This is kind of an observation that I just forgot. Like I kind of just brought about. I don't know if it maybe has a connection or not, but Freddy says after he gets Roxy's eyes, "You look different to me." And then later in the fire ending, he says, "Vanny, I can now see you. I have new eyes."
Yep.
So does that mean that if that,
Didn't we
it's
talk about
just
this
a
earlier?
connection. It's
But-
just a connection that I.
That was
wanted to
part of
bring up.
MatPat's theory.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
would technically mean that if Gregory is not a robot, I mean, if he is a robot, then his eyes are extremely advanced, more so than regular old Lemon.
Yeah, that's what I said in my theory.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
were you
Yeah.
gonna say, Cuban?
I feel like
That's why I don't believe
if
it's
Gregory brought is true, I don't think Gregory was built by William. I don't think.
Okay, well, let's go back to this. So, what purpose was Gregory built for, and who built him?
Well,
Um,
he's representing the crying child, correct?
I feel like he would have been built by Michael.
Yeah, let's say he's representing the crying child. Let's say he's built by Michael. Then
100%
Why?
don't believe that.
what for?
Okay.
Because to fill up the mantle when Michael's gone. Like, do you remember the cipher in the room you find?
Right,
Is
the
it
cipher.
Yes. This is the
Yeah.
biggest evidence for it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Michael's cryptic cipher.
yeah,
And we believe Michael wrote that.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
There's no question about it.
It's
And
literally
also-
it's literally in the sister location.
It's in his
Yeah.
room.
And I
Yeah.
feel like people haven't really put together that I first of all I do think that the FNAF 6 building is Fredbear's.
Okay.
And if that's the case, you have Michael's room. And if you remember from the FNAF 4 minigames, the Afton household and Fredbear's were like right next to each other.
Oh.
That's
So
why
you
thought-
literally
Oh.
are coming back to where it all started.
That's one.
They're
That's why
both
I
in
thought.
the same area.
Yeah, that's why I thought they.
Roxy
the
Raceway, if I'm not
Pizzaplex-
mistaken.
That's why I think the Pizzaplex was built around the FNAF 4 house, which means that an idea for DLC, if Steelwool is watching this, which is probably not, but if an awesome idea for DLC is we
Thanks.
go down to sister location.
Okay, so let me ask a little something. Yeah, that'd be cool if sister location was beneath.
That's amazing.
Holy crap! What the?
Security breach 2, sister location.
So here's the thing. Cuban, you think that the FNAF 6 pizzeria is a refurbished Fredbear's, right?
Yeah.
Would that mean that? I'm trying to question. Do you think that Charlotte was killed at Freddy's or Fredbear's? Because if it's
Fredbear's.
Fredbear's, then the FNAF 6 alleyway is the same alleyway she died in.
Yeah,
It has to be Fredbear's at this
Es-
point. She's
especially-
the first victim.
Well, then I have a question. If it's kind of appears that in Midnight Motorist that the FNAF 6 household is close to Junior's, but then if you're
Yeah.
gonna if you suggest that the Fredbear's location is Junior's, then how come he's driving past it on his way back home after he's murdered Charlie?
Here's the thing. I have a really controversial take on Midnight Motors, which
Oh my gosh, I want to hear this.
Oh,
you
yes.
you already know it. Underscore.
Do I agree with it?
Kinda. You kinda
Yeah. All right, let's hear it.
do. In Midnight Motorist, the boy running away is
Drum roll.
Gregory.
Andrew
yeah
Oh, no.
from the Stitch Wraith.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
He is
Okay.
the 6th murdered child on the night of the missing children's incident.
And the mound.
but once
mound-
again, that's connecting the Stitch
The
Wraith to the
mound.
games, which
Yes.
oh my word, that would screw everything up.
But the
I don't-
mound.
I don't understand why people think it screws up the timeline as much as
Oh my
it
gosh, it
does.
screws up
It
so
doesn't
bad.
screw it up too. No, it's not even the worst thing. It's
No,
easy.
it's not as bad as I thought it would be because
If you try to take a
literally
look at
most
it-
of the stitch rate is literally just between UCN and VR.
yeah. It explains how UCN goes to basically. But
Well, then
the-
let me make it apparent. What about what we found? Because I think what we found has
It was
a
never
connection
connected to the stitch race. No, it wasn't. It was
What
never
we
stated
found
to be
doesn't
connected
have-
to the stitch race stingers.
it absolutely does not
Why
have
can't
stable
what we
connections
found
to the Stitch
happen
Wraith.
like
What we found happens. It's a 100% parallel to FNAF 3. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it is a
absolutely.
parallel.
Yeah.
However,
But
there's
it
no
isn't FNAF 3.
there's no direct
Exactly,
evidence to
that's
say
It
why
isn't
it's
the FNAF 3 that we see.
Yeah, if the Stitch Wraith is in the games, then what we found cannot be in the Stitch Wraith timeline because it would be not the same FNAF 3.
I just don't look. I know we're getting off topic here. I just don't want to. I don't want to believe. I just don't want to believe it because I don't want the books to be in the games because I haven't read them, and also because I haven't read most of them. I also just think that I don't know, having to piece together everything and try and fit it into one timeline would just make the timeline a complete mess.
Like two things to kind of remember is that if the Stitch Wraith is canon, one, the only really like old lore crap that you have to consider is Andrew being a part of William and probably being one of his victims at some point. And
It explains the seventh victim.
Seventh victim, yeah. Or basically the sixth missing kid, probably in the MCI.
Yeah.
The missing
like,
child.
Yeah, whatever. But it's not that hard to piece together because most of it is after FNAF 6, but setting up for FNAF VR.
Yeah.
And it might actually provide a better
true.
answer as to how Glitch Trap gets into FNAF VR.
The gravestone ending of FNAF 6, is that the sixth missing children?
No.
I'm kind of, okay.
Because if Andrew did die in Midnight Motors, the mound, or it's confirmed a grave, I think, in the Ultimate Guide. It's referred to as a grave. That would be Andrew's grave.
It also still bugs me that we have completely forgot about the kids that died in the FNAF 2 location.
Dude, they don't matter.
They're
matter
kind of
at all.
irrelevant.
Then why the heck do they exist?
All right.
Because William had to kill someone.
Let's break this up.
Oh, this is great. This is awesome. I'm looking to see if it's actually a grave. This is a great discussion. We're throwing out some good ideas.
Like the MCI, or at least the kids that died in the FNAF 2 location, they're probably, I think maybe they're not Afton murders at this point because they
Then who
don't
killed them?
appear to. Exactly, that's the question I have. But if they're Afton murders, then why the heck don't they appear as like part of Afton's murders?
Could the FNAF 2 kids be the original?
Because
missing
they were
children?
scrapped. The toys were scrapped. They were freed.
Then
not only
they're
that-
irrelevant.
Yeah, and not only that, I'm pretty sure Save Them was William first discovering what Remnant was, and that's why he killed them.
So you're saying Save Them didn't happen in 1987?
No, it did. I'm just saying
no,
that this is
definitely.
when he discovers Remnant.
Okay.
Or at least
This
starts
is
trying
the
to
point in the
harness
timeline where he discovers what Remnant is.
I think that's a good idea, and I think that the hand, like whatever he uses to destroy Withered Freddy, might not even be like something to destroy him. It might be something to extract some remnant,
That's a good idea.
it's-
That
or
could be
deactivate
the
him.
FNAF
or just deactivate.
Or hear me out.
Either way.
It's a phone.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Man.
Also, the Ultimate Guide, it calls it an unmarked pile of dirt, but it does call it a secret grave in the theories section. It says it's a secret grave,
Wow.
not like suggesting it's a theory. So other theories have also popped up around the secret grave in the clearing. It's in the theories section, but it says it's the secret grave. So
It's
I
weird.
don't know. Yeah, like there's some like facts in the theories section sometimes, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Well, some theories are fact. It's just
Exactly.
I'm also.
I hate to. You go.
No, sorry. I'm just saying. I think.
What was the original?
Is it possible?
topic
Okay.
again?
Is it possible?
I don't remember.
Look, I don't know about this, but this is also going back to Gregory Bot. Is it possible that the Dreadbear mini, or at least the Curse of Dreadbear's 7th victim, could be the bite victim? I know a lot of people oppose. I know a lot of people oppose that, but if that goes for Gregory Bot, then that would actually sort of make a little bit of sense, because
You have a lot of Curse of Dreadbear Easter eggs too, and Security Breach, and the whole
I
thing
am
with
very
Dreadbear.
lost.
The whole
Is
thing
it-
with Dreadbear was basically giving it new life.
So was it in
Yeah.
Curse of Dreadbear that the frick, what was it? It was that there was like 7 graves and then one in the middle that was probably the glitching William grave, right? That was
Yes.
the idea.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to discuss if the crying child is the 7th grave or if Andrew's the 7th grave, but we know 5
Or both.
or we
Hey,
know
that
that
could-
6 out of 7 of them are at least the 5 in Charlotte.
But then that brings up the fact that wouldn't Elizabeth be an 8th victim if that's the case?
She was more
because-
so unintentional, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know,
that would
an
also imply
accident.
that the 1983 bite was intentional, which I don't think it was.
Then maybe it's not the crying child.
Exactly.
Elizabeth's really disconnected from the main set of murders. You know, the crying child's kind of a lot closer to those, I'd say.
That's true. Yeah.
It's I don't know.
Wait, okay, there's a quote from the Ultimate Guide. I gotta find it. I think it might be important to this topic, but you guys keep talking.
Gregory bought. I think Michael built him to take up the mantle when he died.
Thank you, Cuban.
I remember seeing a comment on a fellow YouTuber's comment section. It was hilarious. It was Gregory Afton is a robot, and that's just it. And I thought that was really funny.
Just
So
say that.
the thing that I've been saying is, I've been seeing a lot of comments recently on my channel, especially, saying like, "Oh, Gregory can't be a robot. The reason is because I don't like it that way." I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, that is not theorizing.
That's
You
true.
need to.
But I think
like-
I think
Yeah.
I'm 60-40, like I've said.
Can I read a quote from
I
the
think-
Lore and Theory
you know what?
section of
I'm gonna make a
Dreadbear?
theory, Ozone, on why that's a common thing that's said.
Deniers plug in their ears.
I think
Ultimate Guys and Nyers suck, dude.
that
but
Ozone. I think
What's
that
the psychic first?
I think the reason people say that, like they don't think it's true because they don't like it, is because that's what Daco said, and I think he's
Really?
he's very influential.
Daco is very Greg human.
Yeah,
Greg Human.
and he.
I didn't watch
the
this
difference
video.
the difference between Dorko and MatPat is MatPat seems very confident about everything, maybe a bit too overconfident.
Yeah,
Whereas
But
Dorko
that's-
is kind of
but that's the reason.
His
There's
whole theory
also
on the
there's
box.
also Matt Pat that I think not overlook. Sorry, over investigates everything.
I loved the newest video though. It was so good.
I thought
did you
the
find
second
a
half
quote?
was good. I thought the
So,
first half was.
I have a
eh.
quote from the Ultimate Guide's Curse of Dreadbear section I'd like to read because I
Read
think
it.
it might be a little bit important.
okay, quickly, yeah.
Okay, certain fans have drawn a connection between FNAF 4's I Will Put You Back Together and the theming around Dreadbear. The idea of taking something inanimate, something dead, and giving it new life through an animatronic rang more than a few bells for theorists. We've seen some definitive mad scientist moments from William, particularly in the Fourth Closet, but whether this is just an interesting idea or a spooky tale that could be dropping a hint remains to be seen. Food for thought, in an earlier patch of the game, it wasn't Glitchtrap on the hill with the FNAF 4 house, it was Dreadbear.
Oh, interesting.
I love that excerpt.
Anyway,
Then, interesting.
Wow.
I hate to do this, but I'm going to break this apart now.
Aw, that's-
All right.
Yeah, we are very off topic. There's also a few people who want to come in.
What was the
in
topic
chat.
again? I totally forgot, dude.
We're talking about Gregory, hopefully.
Gregory
Oh
Ball.
no, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we're talking about Dreadbear. I don't
No,
Honestly,
we
I'm
were
not
talking.
helping.
I think we were trying to talk about how Gregory's connection to bite victim, which connects to the 7th victim.
which connects to Dreadbear and reanimation and Dreadbear symbolism and what the frick are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's like Freddy's instructions in Security Breach. One thing leads to
What?
the next, leads to the. I don't know. You know how
Oh.
I don't
Freddy
know.
is always
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, so to get this, you need to go here, and to
Oh,
go here,
the
you
fetch
need to
questing?
get this. Huh?
It's fetch questing.
It's a wild
Yeah.
goose chase.
Unintentionally
Anyway.
fetch questing.
You guys talk a lot.
I'm
That's all
sorry.
I mean, you invited
I-
us here.
You know they're right, Ozone. You did invite them.
You invited yourselves.
I don't have mod permissions to invite any of them up here myself. Give me mod!
No. Anyway, I am going to get rid of you lot and replace you.
Oh.
All
All right. All right. Thanks.
if you guys
Cheers.
want to come
Alright.
up later again, then feel free to put your
Okay.
hand up. Yeah.
Subscribe to my channel, Funtime Freddy 420. I just passed 100
What
subscribers.
the frick?
It's
Okay,
such
bye.
a specific YouTube.
What the kind of name is that? I love it.
Go subscribe. Okay,
Alright.
I'll see.
What the heck?
All right. I actually
see you
have.
later, guys.
I can actually leave with like what do you call it?
A speech.
Yeah, or not
Oh,
speech.
yeah.
It just says like parting words. All right.
The tradition.
Cheers. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. That was a
Alright.
great speech.
Yeah, totally. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
I've been playing a puzzle game while you guys are talking. By the way,
What is on?
You're sticking around, E.
I am. You're gonna keep me.
Okay.
I think we should let up. Or...
Hang on.
Alright.
Right. So, I wanna update us all on. Let's take a little break because that kind of got a bit.
That was
weird.
awesome. What are you talking about?
That's pretty awesome.
I've just been playing a puzzle game. I have like.
I've just been
Wow.
updating my website.
So guys, remember the poll that I did on YouTube, and it was like 40% yes, Gregory is a robot.
Yeah.
It is now 49%, 51%.
Ooh, it's really diversified.
Crazy. So it's basically half and half on whether or not it's a complete split.
Dude,
which is
it's
crazy.
a toss-up. That's so weird.
That's crazy.
It
And yeah, we have very different opinions on my Discord. You got more Greg humans, but I'm sure people will change soon. Probably not.
I can't tell how passive aggressive that is.
I'm sure people
Yeah,
change.
I don't really, like. I'm just playing puzzle games, so you guys do what you want.
I'm just updating my website.
Okay. I really hate bringing people up here because it means that the other people won't get a chance till later. But hopefully, I'm going to remember your names so that we can bring you up later. So I'm going to bring in the top two. So I'm really sorry I cannot say your name, Zerek and Emperor Krakoa. You guys can come up if you want to.
Zarek Monto.
Hello,
The Emperor
Krakoa.
has arrived.
Oh no,
Sorry.
never a good sign.
Wait, okay.
Hello.
You guys can hear me?
There he is.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Also, I'm
Alright.
so sorry. My name is very weird.
it's fun.
It's weird.
It's-
It's like it's a nickname.
Oh, it's cool.
It's easy. It's a nickname. It's easier to say my original language, Portuguese, because it's like Zeriki. No, it's and I thought, that's cool. And then and I thought that, oh yeah, there's other languages. People might get confused. Whoa, wait.
I thought it was
Fair enough,
Zarik,
fair
not Monto.
Yeah, it's a really weird way to say my name because my name is that, but just not weird.
Oh.
Wow. So
Well,
you
ju-
two, how do you feel about Gregory Robot?
Okay, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Honestly, at the time, I felt like there were some things that didn't really add up at the time. That was just me. But the more I hear about it, I'm starting to think, okay, maybe this is coming true. But something that I want to get cleared up is, I know this isn't a huge excuse for everyone when it comes to this, DLC. If something can clear up within the DLC.
I hope
That'd
so.
be nice.
But
That'd be very nice.
what I
Sorry.
the Gregory victim thing, like, so basically this concept from what I heard is that Michael made Gregory bot, maybe out of his guilt or was crazy or whatever.
Hmm.
That's what I've been hearing. So is it this is just a little thought, but is it possible that maybe he also did the same with Elizabeth? But no. I do not believe that. It's just
Well, with Vanessa, you mean?
possible, yeah.
So now we have Gregory Bot and Vanessa Bot.
At
Oh,
least it is a
no.
mic bot.
I was getting a little late to that Fury show up.
Yeah. Right.
So, I don't know, like, okay. So, what's the best way to... At first, I thought this was like the biggest clickbait this franchise has made.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, wait a minute. This is FNAF. This is very possible.
I freaked out for a second. I thought Game Theory uploaded another FNAF theory just now, but it wasn't FNAF. So I had a quick freak out.
No, it's Inscription.
No.
Yeah, it's Inscription.
Encryption. I think it's encryption. Yeah.
Dude, Inscription is so good.
But imagine if it had been
Let's
FNAF.
continue, and we just live react to it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Carry on.
Here's another thing about Gregory
Go on.
victim. So basically, we have another name for the bite victim.
So,
Yeah, true.
Well, you say another, but I mean,
Oh,
I
we
think a
have
lot of
so
people
many
are
other
split on
big
Evan.
names right now. First we had Mike, now there was Evan, and now we have Gregory.
Don't forget Chris.
and Chris.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
we don't
Chris
talk about
too.
that
Over
one.
here. Gregory sounds a little bit better. I don't know. It's a cool name for the sprite. Like, even though
I wouldn't be
kind of-
opposed.
Gregory Afton.
Like Gregory, it doesn't sound wrong. Like Evan Afton, sure, but like Gregory Afton,
It's a good stand-in.
It sounds like something William
But
would
again-
put as his child.
Again,
So-
if the crying child was really called Gregory, I feel like Glamrock Freddy would say something like, "Oh, I recognize that." I guess the whole memory thing there.
I
don't know.
remember you from the. That's something I
True.
meant to bring up earlier. What do you guys think that I remember you from, though? What's your remember you from?
If it's not related to the bite, I'd say I remember you from the concert.
Yeah, I think.
yeah,
I think
that
that's
is-
two. I think there's just
Oh.
like two options.
That's
Say them.
actually-
I've got an interesting one.
Go
So
ahead.
you first. You first. Say what you got.
So when you were talking about the concert thing, are you talking about like when the time he was malfunctioning, then there was like this little child
Figure,
picture
and then
or
he just
a
falls
child
over.
or adult picture going up on a screen?
So you mean where he glitches out during the concert, and then Gregory climbs into his stomach? He remembers Gregory from that concert.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought about. Also, there are two possibilities. One is obviously people have been suggesting the pizzeria down below, or someplace else. Maybe he heard about him on news reports or something.
What I was gonna say is I remember you from the missing poster. Have you seen the outlines?
Oh,
The missing newspaper. One of the outlines does look suspiciously like Gregory.
I literally
is
just
very odd.
opened. I just literally got the photo of that. I was actually gonna say that right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Because my thoughts are Gregory being a robot is not far-fetched at all. Because it's kind of weird that like in every FNAF universe in accepted games we had a character that was a robot. Kind of
Yeah.
weird. So it's not far-fetched. He doesn't necessarily need to be like the bite victim. He could be like one of those missing children as a robot. Like in Tales of the Pizza Blacks, we have like a robotic child. What if like Afton is doing stuff is realized like, instead of people actually noticing, wait, I'm gonna do a silly voice for Afton. Vanessa. Okay, what if we make robotic children submissive to the real children, till the parents don't suspect anything? Stuff like that. Like,
What the
like a
frick?
replacement thing.
Vanessa, we're gonna make children now.
No. Back up.
to make children now.
No.
Gregory, I remember you from the Among Us game.
No,
Dude, I'll open Among Us right now and start playing.
Yo, can I play too? Can I join
You
you?
wanna play Among Us?
No.
Yo, let's play Among Us.
People does.
Yo, let's play Among Us.
Actually, do you have stick fight?
I don't.
Dude, I'm gonna play stick fight. It's so fun.
What I will say while the other two get distracted over here.
No, stick fight's so fun.
Stop getting distracted. Is that yeah, sure, Gregory can be any random kid, but you have to admit that there are quite a lot of parallels to Crying Child, as Matt Pat
there's
has
a
stated.
lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Regardless of if he's a robot or not, it is 100% like certain
There's some
that
sort of
he is a
connection.
parallel. Yeah.
Underscore, what's
He
the
is
code?
somehow parallel with Crying
There's the
Child.
connection with the bite victim and Gregory, Vanessa and Elizabeth, and Glamrock Freddy and Michael,
Yeah.
undeniably, right?
There is a
Yes.
lot.
Underscore, what's the code?
Undeniable parallels. What's the code for what? Among Us?
Yeah.
I'm playing stick fight. Frick off.
Okay, I'll play Among Us with the randoms.
Oh, Psychic, not on stream.
What? Why not?
So, another thing to point out, if you saw Evan's video, you would understand what I'm gonna say, but he has something that's similar to Step Closer. I know it's kind of a little off, but he has a band-aid on his eye and a band-aid on his, leg.
He
Guys,
does have a few bandages. yes.
guys. Okay, someone in chat gave a really good suggestion. Joe Honor says, "I remember you from the Chernobyl disaster."
Holy crap.
What?
I remember you from the 9/11, Gregory.
No.
We're getting into
Wow.
we're now in very dangerous territory.
Gregory, I
Yes.
remember you from the assassination of JFK.
I...
Oh god.
Yeah, you started
I
this.
remember you from. I don't
Gregory, I remember you from the book Fetch.
What? Oh,
Oh my
Hey,
god,
but
no.
hey,
Remember that was the
Greg.
character character
Greg with the striped shirt.
Wait, but
Greg,
didn't-
I remember you
okay.
from Fetch in the book Fetch in the series Fazbear Fright.
Number 2.
I remember you from the series Transformers: The Bayformers.
What the frick?
Well, that's
Back
pretty
on
good,
topic.
man. Okay, so
Yeah, totally. We're totally on topic right now. I'm
Among
gonna
Us.
play one more game of Among Us.
I'm playing Among Us.
Psychic.
Chat,
Stick fight wouldn't let me in. I'm playing
chat.
Among
I
Us.
think Pink is sus.
Meanwhile,
Why is someone in this game named Stalin Chan?
Everybody shut up. Zarek, do you have something to say?
okay, so sorry, sorry because I just, god damn it, my sense of humor is just broken. Okay, one thing, it's kind of related to Gregory because I don't know. I just wanted to talk about. Can we just like cut a little and talk about the Blob? Because today I just woke up and I realized the Blob exists, and it's annoying a lot, and it's annoying me a lot because. Okay, just a little thing about the Blob. Like, the Blob is just so vague. He can be like anything, man. Like, and that just messes with me so bad. He can be the missing children. He could be like, he could be the missing children from like the Pizza Blacks or the original. He could be just like the Eleanor equivalent in the games. He
Guys,
could be, like,
guys, you won't believe it.
anything.
Guys, there's
Gosh.
somebody named William in a night guard outfit in purple in this game.
I can't.
I've done that before.
Yo, but I found purple guy. Okay, what's up anyway?
Psychic, you're being very distracting.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Continue on.
Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't remember one thing. Okay.
What were you saying?
Okay, so I was just talking about a little bit of the Blob, and now I realize one thing. One thing I noticed about the Blob, okay, one thing a lot of people say, oh, the Blob is, the Blob focuses a lot about the masks. One thing nobody really talk about is that when Freddy just goes there and like talks, but oh, my friends are here, and he's like, huh, no one never thought, okay, if he's referring to the Blob, and you know the Blob is the missing children, which is an option I honestly don't like it, but it's possible, so whatever. But what if instead of him being possessed by like Michael or like anyone like Cassidy, what if he's just possessed by the kid that is possessing Freddy? Because there's no Freddy mask in the Blob. Like,
I mean, Gabriel?
Gabriel, like, what if, like, I know it's like far-fetched, but like, that's kind of sus, man. Like, yeah.
You have to be sus.
You have
My
to be
original thought about that was the My Friends thing reminded me of FNAF 4 We Are Still Your Friends.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why
I
I
don't
didn't
care
really
what
like, because it didn't get explained about the Gregory victim. Like, okay, so Gregory isn't Glamrock Freddy and instead this robot. And what is he talking about with the My Friends thing?
Who are Gregory's friends?
know.
Or,
Or
I
do you
mean,
mean
Freddy's
who are
friends.
Freddy's
Freddy's
friends?
friends. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, who is Freddy's friends? Like, is it the missing children? Is it a new set of victims?
Freddy and friends
Oh.
on tour.
Somebody
Glam-
even, some people even said that it could be the Glamrock animatronics, but how would he know that they're down there?
I
There
feel
are
like
there are
point,
more
actually.
endos down there.
I have a feeling that it could be the 9 victims that are not exactly like if Freddy is possessed by Michael, these friends wouldn't be Michael's friends, they would be Glamrock Freddy's friends. The 9 victims of the pizza flights thus far, those guys would be his friends. And somewhat of their souls or their agony or whatever is down fueling William. That's why they're confused.
Oh, another line that caught my attention is the whole I didn't want to and I didn't have a choice, but now I have a choice. I have changed.
And that's something. I don't know. Never thought about.
Okay,
Oh, damn it.
well let's
Oh.
going to the blob. Okay. There has been a theory that I've seen circulating around that the blob is very similar to the kind of Afton amalgamation thing in Princess Quest. I think
I've heard about that.
I've seen one photo in particular that's like the blob plus Afton equals Princess Quest Afton.
Yeah, I think that
So-
makes somewhat sense.
I do see the connections there. What do you guys think?
Some of the ideas that I've heard about the blob is that William Afton is controlling it at first, but something happens at the end and it starts to strangle him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like, the blob is just so vague, man. Like, not even I think nobody found anything about them, like, in the files. Okay, question. Did someone, like, find something at least involving them in the files?
What do
Well, I
you think
didn't
you're
find
talking about?
anything at the files, but when I was doing a gameplay watch through of H2O Delirious, I heard child laughter within the tentacles. So I decided. to look at-
Wait, back up. Wait, say that
Wait,
again.
really?
Say that again.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, hold up. No, say what you just said again. What did you hear where?
in H2O Delirious's stream on his FNAF 6 playthrough, when he was at the tentacle section, there was you could hear it slightly, but it was children laughter.
I have the files of that children laughter.
Oh.
I didn't know where they appeared in the game. I thought they were scrapped.
So I
Do you want me to go
decided
get
to
them?
look into
what?
it.
oh.
Do you want me to go get them?
Yes,
I have six children laughing files.
Why have you
it
not
sounds-
might
mentioned
be
this?
it.
Well, I didn't know what to do. They've always been in my resource drives if you looked at them.
So I decided to look into it myself to see if it
Let me go
was
get 'em.
just edited, and I did my own playthrough, and it's true. Children laughter are there, so that means the blob has children's souls in there.
They're
remnant.
okay. Here, I'll how about this? I'll put them in chat individually, and you can weigh your opinions in. There's 6 of them. Sound good?
Really?
Okay.
There's 6
Wait a
different.
minute,
Hang on.
stick.
Hang on.
What's up?
Six different laughters.
No, there's 6 laughters. I feel like it's 3 different people, 2 different laughters per person, in my opinion. And one of them you might think
would've-
it doesn't
would've been
sound
crazy
like
if
some
it was
random
6.
show, but yeah, there's not 6 different kids' laughters. There's like a quiet one for each person and then a loud one for each person. So
That's
6
kind of
total
crazy.
for each. Yeah. Okay. Who's ready for me to drop these in the chat?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Um,
I after all of this, I need to do a video on the blob now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me drop these in live chat. I'm gonna do one at a time though. We're gonna start
Alright.
with Mysterious Child 1 first laugh. So just take a listen.
Oh my gosh.
Is that it, Krakoa? Now here's Mysterious Child 1 second laugh. I feel like these are the
Wait,
same.
there's multiple children in.
Hear that
Yeah,
laugh? I
that's
think that the
definitely
first
one
and the
of them
second
that
are
I
the same
heard.
kid.
That's definitely one of them that I heard. It was very quiet.
All right. So I feel like those two that I posted are the same kid. Now here's a new kid.
Thanks, I hate it.
Here's a new kid. Now this doesn't sound like a kid. It's same laughter kind. It kind of sounds like Vanessa, but I feel like it might still be a kid.
Just to clarify, underscore the file name in the game isn't Mysterious Child 1 second
I
laugh,
renamed
first
these.
laugh.
I renamed these. They
You
didn't have
renamed
file
them. Okay,
names.
good.
Or at least the file names I don't know.
Okay. Just to clear up, everybody. Psychic, are you listening to these?
Yeah, I'm listening. Well, I'm not listening to the laughter.
Oh well.
Wait.
The Among Us game is almost over.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm in
Still
Among Us
going on
too.
about
Okay, you
that?
want the third one now? You want the third one?
Yes.
I remember people used to say that the second one was like actually Vanny's laughter. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
it kind of sounds like it, but I'm pretty sure it's still in the same kind of like this is a child.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it sounds extremely like a child.
Are
So-
speeding it up.
So there's 3 different kids' laughters, 2 different
Oh,
laughs
no.
per kid. This led me to think that these 3 kids were the possession of Monty, Roxy, and Chica.
Oh, what we
explain.
was my. Didn't we
Well-
have heard those secretly, or also I want to just emphasize something. Besides the children laughter, you can actually also hear like demonic laughter. Some people have even said that this is burn trap. But the
Do
laughter.
you want me to
not
go
so
get
much.
the demonic laugh? Wait, I don't have that.
Boys, we win these.
There's laughter while you're in the William boss fight. It's probably just
Yes,
him
that's
chuckling
it.
a bit.
That's it.
And it's probably just William just be sadistic or something.
He's probably just chuckling, even though he has no voice lines. Which is
Anyways, hi guys, I'm back. I won the Among Us game.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
so
Psychic, take a listen to the children's laughters. The underscore post.
in order. So Ozone, the idea that I got was that you have 3 kids, 2 laughs per
Yes.
kid. Okay. The idea was that, and one of them is a male kid laughing.
I love person 3 laugh too.
Look, the vibe I was getting was that kid 1 is Monty, kid 2 is Roxy, and then kid 3 is Chica. Kid 3's
Okay.
voice is more high pitched and kind of like Chica's, and
Yeah.
then 2 is more, I'd say, kind of deeper.
They seem to kinda
feminine, like
correspond.
Roxy.
I'd say
And also goes in tone with how Chica has raspy audio.
So how are those in the Blob?
Well, I don't know. You said that they were in the Blob's boss fight down in Afton's boss fight, but Chica,
Yeah.
Monty, and Roxy are all there too.
But this is when
I'll be
they're
right back. I'll be right
on
back.
At the time. When they all
This is-
leave, when you defeat all 3 of them, and then the blob comes out, you hear the children's laughter within the blob.
Then perhaps this isn't
Weird.
Monty, Chica, Roxy at all. This is just 3 of the 9 kids that are maybe now a part of the Blob.
It's
Or are they the
possible
3?
that
Oh,
I
are they
don't
3
know
of
what
those
happened.
children? That's
Or
like
that
a
too.
big
I don't
question.
know what happened to the 9 kids. And I don't know if most of the old ones are passed on by now. But just keep in mind those laughters.
Yeah,
Mm.
if you here's an idea if you want to go back to finding that, turn the music down, and when you get to the blob, listen carefully.
I wonder if I have
happen
a
in
save
time.
file for the Afton boss fight. I doubt
You
it.
know, when you do the Afton boss fight, there's usually an autosave, but sometimes it will delete itself for some reason.
I might have gotten rid of it.
Listen to a no commentary run on YouTube. Anyway, is there anything else you guys
Can we
you two
go-
want to talk about in particular?
Okay.
Princess Quest, to be honest.
Princess Quest.
Yeah. Uh, Oh, talking about Princess Quest, I have some things, some Reddit posts about
Go ahead.
specific stuff. We just talk about Princess Quest. There's a theory about that Cassidy's an antivirus.
Antivirus?
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
The C virus in
I like
FNAF
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna post in the live chat.
I like that because it means it's like a force against Afton,
Yeah.
and we're kind of assuming that she's like letting go of Vanessa.
She's taking a digital
She's
kind
saving
of.
Vanessa.
She's taking a digital kind of turn for herself, and just working. Whether or not she's a real, typical antivirus, she's still working against Afton in that way. That everything's
like
Okay,
digital.
that.
so she was first a dead child, a very vengeful spirit, and now she's become Norton virus.
A vast.
Norton antivirus.
It just happens sometimes in life.
That's the
Yeah.
life that she's living right
you,
now.
you turn into a
Yeah,
kids
one
at
day you're
baseline, and then you turn into
yellow beard,
Norton the
another
antivirus.
Princess.
Yeah, Norton antivirus.
Yeah. And then you turn into Fazgoo, and then you turn into Sea Bonnies.
Oh, that's just the books.
I love Fazbear's Fright, man.
It's so odd.
Okay. So, okay,
So, go ahead.
go on. First, you.
Didn't one of the duffel bags say that the Princess Quest arcades were unplugged and they're still active?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
Didn't one of the duffel bags say that the Princess Quest, when unplugged, was still going?
Nope, that is an arcade game in Chica's Bakery. It's just
Okay,
a Chica-themed
so-
arcade game, but the game is not in the game and not playable. There's no arcade game in Chica's
Hopefully
Bakery.
it'll be in
that you can play.
DLC.
Yeah, or they just
Just
scrapped it.
if the arcades in for Princess Quest were unplugged, then that means it was possessed.
Right.
And
Maybe.
here's the thing about
Possessed by
Princess
Cassidy.
Quest. The whole Cassidy thing, I still don't understand why some people say this, but apparently if the princess is Cassidy, is it Cassidy boy? And I'm just thinking, no.
Cassidy, princess, girl, yes.
Yeah, girl, not boy.
I've always thought Cassidy was a
Girl.
girl.
Yes. Anyway,
Because-
but
Cassidy's
I don't know, fourth
whatever
closet,
she
obviously.
wanted to be.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter if she's a boy or a girl or a he.
the whole thing about the door opening at the end, the screaming, it made me think, yes, like you know how like John was screaming when he was losing control?
What I missed?
So fun, before he turned to the moon.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
screaming,
okay.
Yeah.
Like
So here's my point. In the third when you open the door and you hear the scream, is that telling us that Vanessa is basically trying to get Glitchtrap out of her mind and is being freed?
I think that when Glitchtrap entered her mind, he had to lock a piece of her away to make the Vanny persona. And this is that Vanessa, that piece that got locked away, getting freed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe the scream is like. Maybe the scream is like Vanny, the Vanny persona dying or something like that.
It could be Vanny dying too, because the Vanessa part that was locked away for this long is now here to take its place.
Also,
So
it's like
turn
maybe
that-
just
I like
a
that a lot.
glitch. Maybe just a glitch at first, but sometimes the scream has this
Yeah.
weird audio where it gets glitchy.
Hmm.
I didn't notice that.
I had
It's
that happen
weird.
several times.
Okay.
Vanny is weird, I think.
Oh,
No, I know
There's a
that
lot
now.
of stuff in this game that is weird.
Yeah, I know it's a hot take, but like,
Oh, I like hot takes.
I still find it kind of interesting how Cassie starts out where the missing children posters come into play.
It's
Also the It's Me
actually it's more specific than that. Are you talking about where Cassidy starts, or where the safe room that Vanessa is like hidden behind?
No,
The
no.
one you have to watch.
She starts out in the office, and then she goes to the right, where in the East Hall corner.
I don't know if many people noticed this or if we said it, but the safe room that this isn't in the minigame, mind you. This is in FNAF VR itself. But remember the safe room cutscene where Glitchtrap's behind it? He waves, kind of locks, like you're behind the door, and then just goes
Yes.
into darkness. That safe room is not the safe room. It's not
No.
It's not that. That safe room is located exactly where the Golden Freddy poster would be in FNAF 1.
In the West Hall
So,
corner?
yeah, to the right of the office.
Hmm.
That's exactly where it is. It's the
Huh.
Golden Freddy poster corner, basically. Which we thought was especially interesting, considering it's Cassidy freeing whoever's back there, and it's same spot as the Golden Freddy poster.
So she starts out in the East Hall corner, and then there's also the Golden Freddy poster section.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a bit of a connection. So, MCI poster, It's Me, Crying Child poster, and then Golden Freddy.
It's too much going on for my brain right now.
No, this is FNAF.
To be honest,
for now.
same. I like it.
But
Well, I think
Can I?
I think
just
yeah. One last thing. I think.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
The second thing to note is, know how like in Ultimate Custom Night when Old Man Consequences tells Cassidy or whoever you believe leave the demon to his demons, and
Yes.
apparently doesn't. Kind of reminds me of the Princess Quest ending, like, well, not the second ending. He tells her to rest, that your quest is done, but she doesn't. Continues on.
Wait, really? Is that a thing?
Say that again.
Hmm.
What was the
Are
thing?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Princess Quest 2?
Yes.
Oh, that strengthens my theory. Yes.
Wait, what was your theory?
My theory is that Princess Quest is kind of literally Cassidy's quest over all of these years. It's like she got killed as a missing child, then she tormented William in Ultimate Custom Night, Old Man Consequences, and then freeing Vanessa.
Even in the first, when they first meet in a Princess Quest, he says, "Oh, you're alive. Now you can go do your quest." And at the end, he says, like, "Your quest is done. It is time for you. You can rest now." And this kind of parallels Ultimate Custom Night's Old Man Consequences minigame in a bit, because it's implied that even if you drowned yourself, she might have not have listened to his advice.
Right.
But this time, it's actually, this one, Ultimate Custom Night was the bad ending, I guess you could call it. But Princess Quest 2 was the good ending because she's saving someone.
Okay.
Zarek, any
Okay,
last
can I
things
say-
to comment on?
Can I say-
Yes.
Okay, just one thing I just wanted to say. Actually, to show, because I actually don't see a lot of people talk about this, and that someone might have found the year that security breach takes place.
I was looking for this information. I want to hear this.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Excuse me, what?
okay, I'm gonna put in the chat that there's a
Was
photo.
it 2035?
I thought it was 2030, but
Okay, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it over here. In this photo, I see it more as a, I see it more as a 2025?
Where is this?
Oh, guys, Evan sent a
so on
video,
the
I think,
book.
for the laugh.
Oh really? Thank you, Evan.
Wait.
What did Evan do?
Sent a video with the children laugh. So everybody look